Hey, Brendan. I know it's a totally different sport, but the concept's somewhat the same. In baseball, the successful teams always have that veteran guy that's, become a pinch hitter and can come off the bench and deliver, or that super utility guy. It seems like whenever you've been called on to whether go on D or up front on the line, you've just meshed, and a lot of times they can't even get you out of the lineup. What is it about your mindset that allows you to stay sharp, to be able to go in at a moment's notice to play D or go to play the line and have success at it?
Well, I think it's just between the years. I've learned, my parents have helped me through this process. I've learned from a lot of veterans before me. When I got to play with the Red Wings, I got to see a lot of Hall of Famers, basically, how they held themselves on a daily basis. And I just try to emulate that. And I think it's, like I said, between the years and staying focused and staying ready. And when I get that opportunity, which I don't want to be in that position, I want to be in the lineup every night, but if that's what's happening, you got to stay sharp, and I think I've done a good job of that. It's not easy, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's easy, and if I can help younger kids or even some of my teammates who may be younger, is that it's not the end of the world when you do get set, because you're going to get an opportunity, and if you're mentally prepared and then you do all your stuff physically, whether that's weight room or going hard in practice, it will give you the answers to the test. And that's just like when you study, and that's the whole thing I'm trying to say and trying to preach, is just always be ready for whatever is kind of thrown at you. And I've been happy with how I've done with it, and I'm going to continue to do that. And like you said, I'm just trying to make it hard for them not to take me out of the lineup, and I want to stay, obviously, and then help the team win.
Brendan, what's your read on Keandre Miller so far?
I mean, I think he's just getting more familiar with the game. It's hard. It's I would say the NHL game, the jump from whether it is major, junior, college route, AHL, whatever that jump to the NHL is a huge jump. And I know when I made the jump, I thought it was very difficult. It was hard. You have to learn the game, and the game keeps getting easier to you the more you play with it. So I think the more games he plays, the better he's going to be. He's big, he's talented, he's got lots of skill, and we've seen that. And then there's areas where I think for myself, I can just kind of teach him and bring him along and kind of make him that complete player. And I like that, what the relationship we have. Obviously, we have Wisconsin's alma mater, and we can have like a familiarity there. So I'm just trying to calm him down, kind of keep reiterating system stuff, and then once he gets familiar, you're going to see him just take off. So I love the kid's skill. He's just he's so raw, and he'll just become a big time player. And I think that's something that coaches and myself and some of the older guys have to keep trying to bring him along, and we're going to see a big time player.
Tell me about the situation, what it's going on now, playing with no fans, there's no electricity in the building. How is that for you guys personally, considering you're a big veteran, and how have you helped the other guys with the situation with Toronto? Does it feel like a regular recreational game? Tell me how this is perceived by you.
Yeah, it's different for sure. I mean, I think you have to create the motivation and the talk and everything, and getting everybody going. I think that's a leadership thing. It doesn't have to just be the guys that wear the A's. There's lots of different ways to be a leader, and if you're a vocal leader, you got to do that, because it's much quieter in the rink, and sometimes it seems delayed when there's a goal or a hit or something, and you got to kind of bring that energy, because it does fire you up. And like we said, we've always had great fans at MSG, so you kind of feed off of them. They're kind of unsung players, so we have to create that by ourselves. But I think for the younger guys, they're probably more familiar with a more quiet rink, coming from where they were. And I think for us, it's more of a challenge when you've been used to this for 10 years or so. And I think that you just keep bringing them along and keep reiterating things to the younger guys. But I think they're doing a good job with it. The best part for me is I'm a vocal guy, and when I'm calling for pucks or calling for reverses or whatever it is, I think it's easier because everybody can hear me, and you know what the play you're supposed to make. So in that aspect, it's pretty good. There's pros and cons for everything, and you just got to kind of find all the pros and run with it. But we miss our fans, and bottom line, that's like I said, they're a big part of us winning too.